What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Thank you for joining me on another NFA video. Now, I wanted to put this video over here because I feel as though, one, I'm creating too many videos on my main channel, so I need some sort of an outlet, and I want to have this voice in creating these videos, so I have to find a different level or a different place to do it, and NFA channel is definitely a place to do it. And I needed a video over here. I always like to talk about different cryptocurrencies on here, not just talking about Shiba Inu or Terra Luna Classic. I try to talk about, Cardano and Solana and ApeCoin or whatever the position I want to talk about. It doesn't matter about what 100% of the popularity is and, who's talking about it and who's not talking about it and all of that. It matters about just covering a cryptocurrency that you feel like you may need to cover. So Bone is one of those. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. Let's look at where things are, how things have moved and progressed over the last, maybe 24 hours as well as the last month. And some people are making some money from this. But guys, if you could, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. And don't forget about the referral links that I have down below for KuCoin, for Crypto.com, for Webull. You can check all of those out. Those links are down in the description. But for Bone, I think a lot of people are excited about what Bone is going to be because of the use case. When people see a solid use case for a position or a potential use case for a position, they're kind of all in, right? And when it doesn't really have as much traction when it comes to like market cap size or volume wise, you start to get excited because it doesn't have a lot of exchanges that it's on. When it does go on a lot of exchanges, it's like, okay, this is going to be big. When it does end up having a little bit more volume, you're like, okay, this is going to be big. When it has a community that has, millions of people that are a part of it because of maybe another project that also they would have to buy using Bone, using this other project, you're like, okay, this is going to be big. So everything really kind of leads to Bone being a bigger project and being worth so much more. And the fact that it has added a lot of that circulating supply makes it that much better, right? And where you have me that comes out and says, all right, all of the supply or a lot of the supply is introduced, we can be comfortable with this without having it being completely diluted or completely torn down. So Bone, where it is currently, it's at $1.75. So it's definitely up. It's up significantly from where I talked about it last, which I believe was like $1.40 or something. So in the last month, we have seen this move a little bit. The last time I talked about it, I believe it was at $1.40, and it was definitely iffy. It was going to make any type of moves in the time being until we had like some sort of information with Shibarium. Well, Shibarium is being talked about every single day. The beta testing and the launch and just understanding that Bone's going to be used and the impact that it's going to have. It's being talked about, and Bone is being talked about with it. So we're seeing so much more conversations that are being held that are surrounding Bone and not really kind of pushing towards the Shiba Inu talk. It's more towards the Bone talk. So Bone is currently at $1.76 or 77 cents, down about 2.7 or I guess 3% here. It keeps fluctuating back and forth. We can see the 1 month high was $1.96. The 1 month low was $1.07. But if we even go to 24 hours, that high point happened recently. It happened in that 24 hours, which is $1.96, which is amazing, right? If people bought at 50 cents, which I know somebody that bought at 50 cents and has held on or bought more and was able to capture so much, that's a 4x return from there. People that bought at $1, that's a 1x return, or sorry, 2x return from there. So you're gaining 100% on that. So it's definitely a big deal seeing it go from these levels so quickly. But the problem is that it does resist very quickly. So people that ended up seeing this at about $2 would go, okay, this is at a significant point, and now you see it retrace a little bit. So within the last 24 hours, it goes from a level of $1.96 down to $1.75. So the retracement we understand is real. It does happen, and you could see that here. Now, um, before it has been to a little bit higher when we did have a lower market cap, I believe. So we had or sorry, not a lower market cap, well, it was a lower market cap, but it was also a lower circulating supply. So you saw this at a higher level of $3 to where everybody was like, oh, you know what, this can go so much higher even with the max supply, but the max supply wasn't introduced. So now you see the max supply introduced, and you can see the market cap and how the market cap looks a lot higher here because, sorry, um, because it does have a ton more supply. So that market cap will be a lot higher. But again, the good thing, we are at $1.76. People are making money from it. I am not invested into it, just to let you know. I will probably make an investment at some point, but I don't think that for me right now is the investment time. I would have made a move at $1 or somewhere close to it as it did fall down to some of those levels. But the issue that I have is the fact that, it's tax season. I'm not really investing into anything new. So it's not about me not buying it because it's not a play, because there was definitely some interest there. And I talked to people and said that, yeah, it looks like you have an opportunity there. Some people bought it and some people made money from it. Some people took profit, and that's great. But I didn't make that purchase. And the good thing about Bone is a lot of it is flowing through a decentralized platform versus being on the CEXs. And eventually you'll see a lot more volume that's flowing on CEXs. But right now, all you really see in CEX volume, you're looking at BitGet, MEXC, LBank, smaller exchanges, not really larger exchanges there, but hopefully majority of what you can see will happen through Shibarium when that does end up taking place. So anyways, I think Bone looks good. It is kind of retracing right now. So it's not something that, if you see it at $1.96, that's kind of a high point. But right now, since it is retracing, it could be a point to where you get in or find an entry point, which is better than $2. But it could also continue to trend downward, and that may not be good for your investment. But overall, throughout the long term, I think it will pan out well with how much a use case Bone actually has. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about Bone. Let me know what you think about Shibarium and the use case and all of that, and where you think this is going to go, because it's definitely exciting to a lot of people. And I'm glad that people are gaining money, even though I haven't gained anything with it. I'm glad that other people are gaining something with it. But guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, you can follow me over there. Don't forget about the links that are in the description. It does help out the channel. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.